Wales. Epic, brutal, beautiful, unpredictable. Always a challenge, and yet, no matter how many times this place breaks me, I always end up returning for more. It's time to return once more because Wales has a new bikepacking route, the Headstock 500. 500 kilometres, 300 miles of Welsh landscape to traverse. A route created by All Mountain Adventures coming to your GPS unit in May 2024 with over 40,000 feet of elevation gain. I was given the opportunity to get out on the route and go and check it out. This is the Headstock 500. I'd be starting late in the evening today, the skies were blue, and today was just about getting the legs spinning, getting out into the countryside. Plenty of steep hills welcome you to Wales. How very Welsh. Sheep race. I've done about 18 miles. I don't really want to do many more. But I mean, look at that sky behind me, the sun is shining. It's just so nice out here today. I'm going to try and find somewhere to camp up here. I think sort of probably like, I don't know, maybe 10 miles away from Abergavenny. Maybe a bit more, I don't know. But it's just too nice up here. But let's go find somewhere. Hopefully I can find somewhere nice. That's a big puddle. So nice. Just check this out, guys. Absolutely amazing camp spot tonight. Nice and high up. There's a gentle breeze. The sun has just gone down there. Oh, the sky's just so nice. Just such. Gotta make the most of evenings like that. You just sort of finish the miles you want to do in the perfect spot. With like an absolutely beautiful blue sky tonight. I don't know if the moon's out, but we might get some stars. Oh, it's just absolutely beautiful. We got the tent set up there. Super day, definitely a challenging start to the day. Lots of hills, but we're in Wales, so it's what it is. Super excited about tonight. It feels like forever since we have had like a night where it's peaceful, it's blue skies, we can be out in the open, we're not hiding in trees, it's not raining, it's not even going to rain. Happy days. I am just munching on apricots. I thought I picked up peaches, but definitely not a peach. Right, good morning, good morning. Just packed up, ready for our first proper day on the Headstock 500. It is so nice. Absolutely beautiful blue skies, got the sun rising behind us there. A bug on my arm. And it's just looking really, really good today. Last night was just so nice. It was so peaceful, so quiet, just a gentle breeze. There's a little bit on there's a little bit of a nice cold wind, but it's all good. I've actually got a bit more than 10 miles that I thought we would have into Abergavenny. It's about 20 miles, which is fine because that's the magic number before getting breakfast. So we're going to go do 20 miles, get to Abergavenny, pick up some food, pick up some supplies, because after Abergavenny we are heading upwards to the highest point on this whole route. So it's going to be about 15 miles of just going up, up, up. But let's go and enjoy this beautiful morning. Oh, it's so good. My first morning, a cool breeze. Everything was so incredibly clear this morning, and you could see for miles. There's just something quite magical when you get to experience Wales, when it's this clear, this sunny, and this beautiful. Well, we're not quite at Abergavenny yet. We're coming down, but we're hiking or biking downhill right now. Lots of overgrown, very, very rocky, very sketchy to try and ride. Abergavenny somewhere down there. Beautiful views, but yeah, hiking or biking downhill, never fun. Oh, finally, onto some rideable stuff. Summing up this morning is rugged, rough, but fudge caking beautiful. Look at that, so nice. Now we've actually got some trails that we can ride. I'm absolutely soaking wet. Fun times. Fun morning. Let's get to Abergavenny. Breakfast. Oh, what a morning. Finally made it to Abergavenny. Had some food, had some refreshments, had breakfast almost, but it's almost lunchtime, so it's brunch, but it's near enough lunch. It's already about 11:30. Such a slow start to the morning. beautiful but very slow. Now the next sort of 15 miles is pretty much all uphill until we head up to what is the highest point on this ride. So next 15 miles are going to be very slow, hopefully rideable, and hopefully we'll get some really nice views. Right, uphill we go. It can't be understated just how steep everything is in Wales. It's either straight up or straight down. You are truly made to work for your rewards in Wales. No one in Wales was given the memo that you could just go around. And that is what makes Wales so incredibly brutal. Ooh, got no voice. Finally made it to the top, or pretty much. A little bit left up there, but mostly at the top. And oh god, what a view. It's been a long old slog to get out though. Plenty of hiker bike. Some nice riding, but just generally a long old slog. It's about 30 miles so far today. Very slow day. I'm going to try and do 50 today. There's your reward. Look at that. Okay. That's not something you see every day. What the hell? Holy cheesecake. Time seemed to just vanish in the blink of an eye today. Everything felt like it took 5 times longer than usual. The day just seemed to get away. The climbing was long and the descents didn't feel fast. I just kept pushing on, but today just felt like I wasn't making any progress. Well, that was one hell of a day. I've done about 55 miles in the end, just super slow going. I feel really rubbish on the bike. I feel like really clumsy when I'm climbing. Like getting caught up in all the ruts and stuff, and then just like not in control on any of the descents. So I just feel like today it's just been like beautiful, but rubbish in terms of riding. I think because it just feels like I've done so much hiking. I've done so much hiking, I've got a blister on my heel. What a day. I honestly feel right now like quitting. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and we're going to do it all again. And hopefully tomorrow it will be a little bit better. Hopefully I'll ride a little bit better. I don't know how far I've got until Knighton, but probably 20 to 30 miles I'd imagine. So probably all morning tomorrow we're going to be slogging it up and down until we get there. Once I get there, we're pretty much following the Trans-Cambian Way until Elan Valley, so I kind of know that bit, and that bit's okay. So in my head I'm just trying to get to there, but today was not the one. I've set up the tent, got a really nice little spot. Sun has just set over there. I've got the sheep's drinking bowl over there, so I might get woke up by sheep in the night. I don't mind the sheep, hopefully there's no cows. But my tent's like soaking wet from last night. It was just like, woke up in the morning, obviously super wet, everything, so just trying to dry it out. Nice little breeze where I am. It's just like perfect. It's so quiet. At least we get a good night camp spot, but only 55 miles done. It just feels rubbish. Okay, good night. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, and I'm feeling, well, I don't know yet, we're gonna see. I can definitely feel it in the legs today. I need to pick up some water. This is day 2.5 of the Headstock 500. We've got about 30 miles until we get to Knighton, so we'll grind our way to there. Hopefully it won't be too bad. We've definitely got some big hills ahead of us this morning, but I'm feeling refreshed, had a good night's sleep, so fingers crossed, some good riding. Hopefully my legs have got some power in them, and I can start feeling good on this ride. Look at this sun there this morning. Woo!
Unpredictability is what makes Wales such a unique experience to ride in. I awoke to this incredible sunrise, pure calmness, all for a few trails later to be plunged into this thick fog. The stunning views I was enjoying just moments before, gone.
We made it to Knighton, guys. Today I'm definitely feeling better. Still a slog, it's still very slow going. It's like 1 PM already. We've done about 30 3 miles, something like that. I want to do another 30 miles because that makes us get to Rhayader and then to Elan Valley. I'm hoping to get around there somewhere today so I can camp there somewhere, I don't know where. But yeah, today has been slow, has been tiring so far, but definitely better than yesterday. Just feel much better on the bike. And we're gonna go back to Old Faithful, Ginster's pepper steak slice for lunch. Steep, 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 steep.
With the wind behind me, the rolling hills green as far as can see. The trails started to flow together. I started to feel good on the bike. But just like the previous days, the time seemed to be running away. 1 minute I'm enjoying the flowing trails, the next, darkness was back again.
Well, it's day, is it 3.5 or is it 4.5? I've lost count already. A few miles until we get to Rhayader. Didn't quite make it to Elan Valley yesterday. Decided it was definitely best to just take the nice sheltered option for a campsite last night instead of a potential very exposed. It was a bit breezy last night and I was nice and sheltered in this wooded area. However, today, as you can see, the sky is not blue, and today we might get our first bit of Welsh weather with a bit of rain. Forecast says a bit of rain throughout like the morning of today, so maybe not, we'll see. But Rhayader, pick up some breakfast, then we're going around Elan Valley, Usk Reservoir. Happy days. It's looking like today might be a bit more in a downhill direction. Definitely still some big climbs, but some more downwards directions. Happy days. Right, let whatever day it is commence. A much needed breakfast of sausage rolls and pastries. Lovely. Heading over to Elan Valley now and Usk Reservoir and all that fun stuff. I just checked the weather forecast and now it's saying the rain isn't forecast until like 5 or 6 o'clock tonight, and then it's basically going through the whole night until tomorrow. So we're just going to crack out as many miles as we can today and hopefully beat the rain to camp. If I can avoid getting into camp wet today, that would be really nice. Right, let's go and see the always beautiful Elan Valley. Let's do it. Spoke too soon. We're getting wet today in good old wetty Welsh fashion. Just in time for the stonker of the climb too. Fun times. While we're here. Just got past Usk Reservoir, and I tell you what, if I wasn't going in this direction, I don't think I'd be going in that direction either, because it's so windy today. But I'm so happy because it's just like pushing me in the direction I need to go. The only problem is, in maybe 20, maybe 30 miles, I'm sort of turning back into it, which is going to be grim. So I'm really hoping that either it dies down or it's just, you know, it's just not too bad, because if I was going that way right now, I wouldn't really be going very far, or I'd be putting a lot of effort to go not very far or fast. I've done 26 miles. I was thinking last night why it was taking me so long to do the miles. Normally I'd be able to do 60 to 70, maybe 80 miles in Wales. But like just struggling to get the 50 mark on this whole trip. I figured it must have been because of all the gates. Up until like here, there's just so many gates, and then today there's not as many gates, and being able to stomp through the miles a little bit easier. I mean, the tailwind helps as well, but we'll blame the gates. All right, let's keep going. Woo! Let's do this.
Done 50 miles so far today, and it's only 3:30. How about that? This section I'm coming up to now, I was warned about this, to take it easy because it is pretty gnarly, and I think I see why. Wow. The road is just literally just fallen away. So I reckon I want to do like another 15-20 miles, because in about 15 miles we're going to get to a reservoir, and I'm hoping I can find somewhere to camp early tonight. I'm going to try to get an early night, hopefully before it absolutely starts chucking it down like it says it's going to chuck it down all night. But to be honest, it might just be like this misty rain that it is all day. But yeah, hopefully I can find somewhere a little bit sheltered out of the wind as well, because it is insanely windy. But right now I'm dealing with very overgrown single track and it's sketchy. So let's go have some fun with this. Gotta be really careful with your footing here. That is just ready to go any minute. I'm kind of hoping, following this trail, and I think it goes up there, and I'm hoping up there it's clear, because right now it kind of sucks. Flies. You get nothing. Come on. This absolutely sucks. I'm getting swarmed by flies. You can probably see. Wow. That was just one hell of an annoying hiker bike. Hiked for like 5 miles, I think, pretty much. I've done like 55 miles. It's currently like 6:30. That's how long it took me to do all them miles. I had done 50 already. And now I'm just hiding from the rain, because obviously while I was hiking, I wasn't able to find anywhere to camp. And it looks like we're going through like a bunch of forest tracks, and then a bunch more forest tracks, so I have no idea where I'm going to camp. It's already 6:30. We've got a few hours until darkness. Part of me just wants to sleep under this this little toilet shelter. I don't know. We have to keep going. That hiker bike really just ruined my day. Stupid. Let's go get wet and find camp. Ugh. Good morning. I definitely kind of lucked out a little bit there. I was just coming into the second little last forest track before we get to a place called Llandovery or something, I think it's called. And luckily there was like
like one of them little sort of picnic areas, and yeah, I was able to camp there. And luckily also it was actually a bit sheltered from the wind, so that was quite good. And although it did hammer it down for the first few hours and then it stopped, it did then get very windy, and today it is going to continue being windy all day, but it doesn't say rain, so we should be able to stay dry. It should be nice. We've got about 20 miles of forest tracks until we get to a Clandovery or however it's called, and after that we've got some climbs to do as we head up over to Usk Reservoir and then San Helen. Today might be a brutal one, but we've got about 120 miles of this route left to go, so maybe could possibly finish tomorrow depending on how well today goes. Let's do it, let's see what happens, let's see what day 3.5 or 4.5 brings. I don't know what day it is, I don't know. Let's do this! Ow. Ow.
The wind today was howling, but someone, somewhere must have been looking out for me, as for once it wasn't going to be in my face. I would head over some exposed rocky bridleways to arrive at Usk Reservoir. There were of course some challenges today, though mostly just mental hurdles.
Whatever. And a sheep! Of course, I can see a sheep. That descent was so good. From clouds to sunshine, just absolutely amazing. I have done like 55 miles. I'm thinking I have an idea of where I'm going to camp. I'm currently navigating the San Helen, the river roads of San Helen, and a few miles that way, which is where I'm going, there's a good place to camp because I've camped there before. It's nice, it's quiet, it's nice flat ground. It should be good. That will leave me with about 65 miles to do tomorrow, maybe a little less, I'm not sure when I get there. But I figure as this is our last night, we should have an early night, get up nice and early, and then finish the ride strong. But first, we have to navigate the good old Roman roads. Let's go. Well, there goes my plan. It's very overgrown here today. Last time I was here there was none of this and it was just nice grass. So we're just gonna keep going along this very rough San Helen.
Didn't have to continue too far along the bumpy Roman road before I was able to find the perfect spot for the night. And with the sun shining, I thought I was going to be in for a peaceful night. But this is Wales.
Great, miserable rain. Why, Wales, why? 60 miles to go. It looks like it's going to be another wet one. Hopefully it'll get nicer. I was really hoping for a final day in the dry. But the good thing is, it doesn't seem to be much wind out there. Just drizzly rain right now. Rained quite a bit in the night. It would hammer for like an hour, and then just nothing. And then rain for an hour. But we've got 60 miles. But we've got to get packed up. I might just have half an hour more to sleep. Because why not? It's raining. My plan of drying my socks last night didn't really go to plan. Slightly washed though. Nice.
Just 60 miles to go. Wales always poses a challenge. The rough, rocky Roman roads would be my first challenge of the day. Pedalling on these 2,000-year-old roads on a misty morning just makes you think of all them journeys made on these very roads. Under my tyres, thousands of journeys made, thousands of stories lost to time.
Ugh. Loads of crap have just got in between the pads and the rotor. Just disintegrated loads of parts of that. Nice. That shop there does the best shop bought sandwiches ever. New York, Delhi, absolutely banging. Right, now it's time to climb. And then after we've done all that climbing, it's mostly all downhill, sort of heading back now towards sort of Cardiff and then sort of back up to Rochester, which is the finish line. Final 30 miles and it's pretty much straight downhill through the valleys. So close. Oh, and what's even better, the sun is shining. What a way to finish. Perfect.
After days of being on the trails with barely a soul in sight, there's always a relief and a sense of comfort when you get back to the built-up world. Flowing through the valley, back to the start with a couple of last-minute surprises. Wales had tested me for sure, it always does, but it's adventures like this that show you just what you are capable of. It's always more than you can ever imagine, and it's why Wales is a place I keep returning to.